Welcome, dear viewers, to another spine-chilling episode of Terrifying Tales. We delve into the haunting legend of the Whispering Well. Hidden deep within a forgotten forest, this ancient well holds dark secrets that have tormented the ill-fated town of Riverton. As the well's sinister whispers drive its victims to madness and unspeakable acts, the town's once close-knit community succumbs to the darkness. Join us as we uncover the truth behind this chilling tale and learn how the whispers of the well continue to echo through the trees, casting a grim shadow over those who dare to listen. Stay tuned if you dare. Beneath a heavy cloak of fog, the forgotten forest loomed ominously over the small town of Riverton. Though it appeared just as peaceful as any other remote village, Riverton was home to an ancient, enigmatic well. Legend had it that this well, hidden deep within the woods, whispered its eerie secrets to those who dared to listen. The sun, a mere pale disk in the sky, watched as a group of friends, Mary, Pete, and Susan, gathered in the town square. They had grown up hearing the stories about the Whispering Well, but none of them had ever seen it with their own eyes. The hushed conversations and fearful glances that the townspeople exchanged whenever the well was mentioned had only piqued their curiosity. "I heard there's a map," Pete whispered, glancing around nervously. "My uncle said that it leads straight to the well." Mary's eyes widened. "Do you think we can find it?" Susan bit her lip, then nodded. "We should at least try." The trio set out on a journey into the heart of the forest, their hearts pounding with the excitement of the unknown. Guided by the map, they traveled deeper and deeper into the woods, the shadows growing darker as they went. Finally, they came upon the well. It was a simple stone structure, worn smooth by time and overgrown with moss. It looked harmless enough, but as they approached it, they could hear the faintest whispers echoing from its depths. "Listen," Mary urged, her voice barely audible. They leaned in, straining to hear the words that seemed to float on the breeze. At first, they could only discern disjointed phrases, but soon the whispers began to take shape. They heard the chilling stories of betrayal, murder, and revenge. Shaken, the friends returned to Riverton with the whispers ringing in their ears. In the days that followed, their once harmonious lives began to unravel. Mary became obsessed with the whispers, claiming that they held the key to her future. As she grew more distant from her friends, she began to hear voices that no one else could, whispers that urged her to do terrible things. Pete, who had always been the rational one, started to see shadows lurking in the corners of his vision. He was plagued by nightmares of blood and gore, scenes of unspeakable violence that left him unable to sleep. And Susan, the gentlest soul among them, became consumed by rage. She lashed out at her friends and family, convinced that they were hiding secrets from her. It was as if the darkness of the well had seeped into her very soul. As the weeks passed, strange and gruesome deaths began to occur in Riverton. The townspeople whispered that the well had cursed the friends, and they watched in horror as each of them succumbed to the influence of the ancient evil. It wasn't long before Mary disappeared into the forest, never to be seen again. Her disappearance left the town on edge, and the whispers grew louder, filling the air with a palpable sense of dread. One stormy night, Pete stumbled into the town square, drenched in blood and babbling incoherently. He claimed that the shadows had come for him, and he had been forced to fight for his life. The townspeople could only watch in horror as he succumbed to madness, eventually taking his own life to escape the torment. Susan, now utterly alone, returned to the well in a desperate attempt to find answers. She begged the spirits to release her from their hold, but the whispers only grew louder, drowning out her pleas. The secrets that the well had shared with her had driven her to the brink, and she knew that she could no longer bear the weight of the darkness that enveloped her. In a final act of defiance, Susan decided to seal the well, hoping to contain the evil that had brought so much misery to the town. She gathered all of her strength and pushed a large boulder over the opening, the sound of stone grinding against stone filling the air. As the boulder fell into place, the whispers ceased. The silence was deafening, a heavy blanket of stillness that seemed to smother the forest. But Susan could still feel the darkness gnawing at her, a relentless hunger that would not be sated. Despite her efforts, the townspeople continued to fall victim to the well's malevolence. Families turned on one another, consumed by jealousy and suspicion. Friendships crumbled beneath the weight of betrayal, and the once close-knit community began to fracture. With no hope of salvation, the people of Riverton were forced to abandon their homes. The town was left to the mercy of the forest, its dark secrets buried beneath the fog that clung to the trees. Over time, the story of the Whispering Well became a mere legend, a chilling tale told by those who dared to venture into the forgotten forest. And though the well remained sealed, its whispers could still be heard, carried on the wind to those who dared to listen. The well's legacy lived on, haunting the dreams of those who heard its tales. And as the whispers echoed through the trees, the darkness that had once consumed Riverton continued to spread, a sinister force that threatened to engulf all who crossed its path. For the Whispering Well was more than just a source of ancient evil. It was a reminder that darkness could never be truly vanquished, only held at bay. And as long as its whispers lingered in the shadows, the well would continue to cast its grim shadow over the hearts of those who ventured too close to its secrets.